Carolina resident, just to be clear. Those beauties are vibing. That's right, Court. They're vibing all the way into week 3 of bloom, and that's where we are right now. That's what we're going to talk about today when Lauren gives me the go.
All right, we are live on the other platforms. Stand by. Okay, we are live on all platforms. Good morning, Kendra in Montana. I'm going to Montana next week. Oh, I'm going to Montana next week. There was a bug.
I'm going to Montana in 2 weeks.
I'm going before you. I'm going to warn everyone that you're going.
I'm going to go there and make sure you didn't mess it up for everybody.
Mackenzie has the question for you. This is the question asked on TikTok, but now she had to ask it on here. Would the sativa that you guys have mess with my anxiety like the regular THC sativa?
It could. That's just the reality of it. You don't know until you try it. Unfortunately, there's no way to say what it will or will not do. But in general, the indica-leaning stuff should be more calming, soothing, and relaxing, while the sativa-leaning stuff can have more of a cerebral or interactive experience. And so,
Keep going.
so yeah, until you try it, you don't know what your own personal body chemistry is going to do. But in general, even with myself, sativas interact with anxiety a little higher. However, I personally kind of like the way they interact with it. So again, you're going to have to figure out what works for you. I don't like being tired or calm at all. I like to be pretty high energy. So I let the sativa kind of do what it does.
And with that being said, I feel like when I smoke regular THC, it makes my anxiety really bad. But if I smoke like sour space candy, which is a sativa, so super invigorating strain of ours, it doesn't actually increase my anxiety. That's just my personal experience. Hawaiian Haze is also a super hype strain that like gives me energy, but unlike some high THC sativas, it doesn't make me feel like my world is crashing down. It's like, oh wow, I can like conquer the day, but also dissolve anxiety. So I would try it, dude. Hawaiian Haze is hype central. Maybe don't start with Hawaiian Haze because she's super hype. The Hawaiian Haze tincture, Brook,
It
gets
sounds like you've had some today.
gets my ass lit. Okay, wait. We have all sorts of questions. We need to keep going. Marine Wife 0606. How many weeks till harvest?
Okay, so we just we're in week 3. We've got good flower sets coming on, and the state's coming out to do compliance testing today. So on the calendar, we have 5 more weeks, but it's really going to get tweaked and tuned at the very end. So we may go 4.5 weeks, we may go 6. It's all going to come down to when we make the decision on when things look best. So, but about 5 weeks left.
Dawn says, I wish there was scratch and sniff. Kins is in Canada. I can't get anything.
Just go out and find a skunk and grab it and squeeze it. Be as
No.
close as you can get to it.
Love the Bushy Bears. Hello from Missouri.
That and a bag of gummy bears.
Mama Brazier, good morning. Hello, Life is Coffee. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Heck yeah, Mackenzie. Okay, sour space candy is the bomb. Will you ever ship to Canada?
I don't know.
It's really hard. Like
I don't
the
know how the customs works with
customs, every time we try, they get seized.
that.
It's
At
just
least
really
we won't
hard.
have to worry about the bushy bears melting. It's cold.
That's true. It's a huge goal of ours, though. Hawaiian Haze, yes. Cool, thanks, guys. I'll try Hawaiian Haze. Hawaiian Haze is amazing. Love Hawaiian Haze. Waiting on my next shipment. Get a ferret. Wait, sorry. What does that mean?
I think it's just general life advice.
Right on. Can CBD slow metabolism?
What's that?
Can CBD slow metabolism?
It can. There are certain cannabinoids that do interact with metabolism. Some have been known to increase appetite. Some have been known to depress it, and some can interact with metabolism in general. But I don't know off the top of my head which ones do. But dig into that. That's what the Google box is for.
Google Box.
I know that when I take CBD or THC, it makes me hungry. So my metabolism's not great.
Harley Cat, aka Horny Cat, actually makes me not hungry. But Cherry Mom makes my mom happy.
Oh, it makes her hungry.
Are CBD brownies or cookies in the future? LOL. Ooh, my life is man. That's a good idea. Never thought about that. Hey, how do you check the THC level? Javier on YouTube wants to know.
Okay, so what we do is we utilize a laboratory to do it for us. And basically we send off samples of the top flower here. And they put this in their fancy machines, HPLCs and things like that, and use fancy science to determine the amount of THC that's in there. And so basically, that's what the state's coming to do today. They will take a few cuttings from each of the varieties that we have. They will go off to a laboratory. They will put them into high pressure liquid chromatography, and that will determine the readout on the machine. And we'll be like, here's a sheet of paper, here's what the THC is, and it's got to be below a certain level, or else we have to burn the crop. Yeah, that's right. I said burn the crop. Luckily, it's never happened to us because we've got great genetics and we understand when to have the testing called in. And at the same time, we have in this state the ability to test a couple of times because there are some discrepancies within the testing mechanisms. And because we're looking at such a small percentage, 0.30, that basically it's kind of hard for those machines with the variance they can have to always get it 100% right. So we get to test a couple of different times here. And luckily that saves us if anything is wrong in the room or at the test laboratory.
What state are we from?
We are from North Carolina.
We are from North Carolina. Are these fall babies? Michaela on YouTube wants to know.
Are they what?
Fall babies.
As in, will they be harvested in the fall?
I think so.
These are going to be harvested in September, and everything in the field will be harvested in the fall. When does the fall start? What date?
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not good with the seasons, but
I'm not either.
this is the early crop, and then the fall crop will be in October for us.
That's true. CV Pin wants to know, is the greenhouse blend a sativa or indica leaning tincture? Love you guys. We love you. And I say it's more probably indica leaning. It's a hybrid. Our greenhouse blend is taken from a bunch of different strains that we grow and blended into one tincture. And I use a 3,000 milligram greenhouse blend, but I would recommend using it like an hour before bed if you're just starting, because I use it in the mornings, but it makes some people more tired. So I would just kind of like suss it out and see, you know.
How many times have the ladies tested higher? I personally have had a few test higher.
Did you have to burn them?
No, again, I've never burned anything.
Oh, did you?
But my very first crop ever growing under the pilot program in North Carolina, with all the money I invested, came out hot. But luckily, because of the rules here, we get 3 retests. We passed the 3rd test, which reminded me of college, just trying to pass those tests.
But
So I still get, like last night I had a hard time sleeping because I'm like, man, we got a test tomorrow. Are we ready? But yes, we're always ready. We got the right genetics. And yeah, things look great, so we're not concerned about it at all.
Can you teach us something today?
Yeah, what do you want to know?
I don't know. Do you want to keep talking about chemotypes?
I don't want to confuse anybody. That was getting a little heavy for y'all.
No, okay. Someone asked how our tinctures were made.
Our tinctures are made through CO2 extraction. And so what we do is we take the finest of the buds off of here when they're ready. They get dried and cured. And then we take them all over to the extraction facility. And basically all that bud gets put in a big steel vessel where it is put under really high pressure with carbon dioxide. And that carbon dioxide forces all the good stuff out. Farces. It forces all the good stuff out.
That came way too natural.
I'm like a leprechaun.
I didn't say it.
I had to do it. So anyway, we use high pressure carbon dioxide to force out all the goodness. It comes out like a yellowy butter. And that is then sent off for testing. We figure out what all good stuff is in there and how strong it is, the strength of the CBD and the other cannabinoids that are in there. And then we take that and we mix that. We're using coconut oil for everything now, right?
Yep.
So MCT.
Organic premium MCT.
So basically all you're getting is the high-pressured CO2 goodness that comes out of the plant mixed with organic coconut oil. And it's pretty simple. Time and pressure make diamonds.
No pressure, diamonds. You got about 55 people collectively in the class right now, and they want to know what today's lesson's on, Brooke.
Today's lesson?
Yeah. I didn't have any questions prepared for Brooke today, so I'm really just like...
Well, we're talking about THC compliance.
Okay, let's talk about it.
That's what we've been talking about. We're talking about how you test for it when the state comes out. Week 3 now, every state has some different rules, and let's talk about this.
Okay, let's talk about
We've got some news. I don't know if I'm jumping the gun.
Don't jump it.
We don't know if it's bad news or good news, but you may have heard that the program and the rules that we grow hemp legally under
I think it's bad news.
is basically out the door. And so North Carolina's pilot program has ended or is ending. And as of January 1st, 2022, isn't that what year we're going into? Isn't that right? What year is it now?
2021.
Okay. So next year, the beginning of next year, we have to be under the USDA laws, which means we now have to register with the federal government, which has different rules and different testing protocols. And so we've kind of got to change the game up from after years and years of doing the same thing and working with our local state government. We now have to work with the federal government. So there's a little bit of a shakeup of things going down. And we are not necessarily concerned, but we have to get a whole new license, and we have to apply, and we have to go through a whole new program. So we are a little bit in a time of change here. Just want to let you guys know that. But it's all good. We're still going to have everything you need.
I think it sucks. Can you talk about how CBD can help with heart benefits? Ooh. I don't know if...
Well, specifically, your heart is healthy when your endocannabinoid system is flourishing and the rest of your body is getting everything that it needs. And so, again, using CBD and the rest of the phytocannabinoids and the synergy effect of all these compounds is going to add to your overall health. Overall health is going to keep you calm, anxiety low, and allow you to just be healthy. And a heart that's healthy comes from having a healthy mind and being calm and relaxed. And generally, that's what I use it for, is to stay calm and relaxed, even though it doesn't seem like I'm calm and relaxed.
You seem pretty calm and relaxed. Marine Wi-Fi 6 wants to know, so what you're saying is we need to stock up. Just kidding. It's okay. No, I don't think. There's going to be no worries.
No shortage. Yeah, we got plenty of it.
It'll be good to go.
If anything, we're growing more than we ever have. There's over 33,000 plants being grown right now to make sure all the products are going to be made and all the things are going to be there for you. So,
Allie Bell on Facebook wants to know, how long does it take to get the items, or how long does it take for the items to get in your system? I got the tincture for my anxiety and pain.
it can take time to load into the endocannabinoid system, especially if you haven't had anything in the body that is nourishing you prior. So if you're not getting the effects that you want in the first few days, continue with the program. You basically need to get it in the body. And some people's metabolism and the way they absorb it and the way they interact with it is going to be a little different. So you just got to wait and see it through. I recommend everybody go through the first bottle in the first 30 days, follow the recommended dosage, and give it a full try. It's kind of like a lot of things. If you don't use enough of it, you're not really giving your body a chance. So if the first couple of days you're not getting the response, just give it time. It needs time.
Okay, another question. How long? No, just kidding. I already answered that. My life is van wants to know: are the candies, the gummies, all these drink drops loaded with sugar? Asking because lately sugar tends to mess with me. Yes, they are candy.
Oh, they got sugar in them?
Yeah.
I think it's like cane sugar, isn't it?
Maybe. Mommy threw in the chat. What kind of sugar's in there? We add sugar.
So if you are looking for something, we're hopefully going to be bringing some honey down the line. So a really good natural sweetener.
I'm just kidding. Yeah, we're gonna have some honey, y'all.
Yeah, the bees are busy right now, but when the bees are done and when the fall harvest comes down, we will do our best to bring in some honey. So for those concerned about sugar, we will have all natural sweetener that's good for you. It's great in the coffee or on the jam and the toast.
Also, whenever my tummy
Or the biscuit.
and I'm not using Gucci berries as often, I'm using the tincture because it's sublingual, dropped under the tongue, and it actually helps settle my tummy because there's not sugar in the tincture. So yeah, so I would use the tincture. I prefer to use the tincture too because it's more bioavailable. Like, I love the Bushy Bears. They're a nice treat and they really, really help my anxiety, and they're like, a little treaty poo. But if I'm like trying to get down to business, and the tincture's more bang for your buck because you absorb more of it because it's not solely digested through your liver. It's also absorbed through your sublingual artery under your tongue, baby. Right?
Roger.
I'm really up in your face right now. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to read the Facebook questions, and they're over here, so that's why I'm like ridiculous to the camera. I have seen a huge difference in a few weeks. Let's see, we have CV Pin. I've seen a huge difference in a few weeks. I'm recovering from knee surgery, and when I started using CBD, my nighttime pain definitely decreased. If I had the clapping button, I would clap. A round of applause. A seal of approval. That's awesome, baby.
Yeah, that inflammation is going to go down, and that's going to help ease some of that pain.
I'm not sure what the issue is, but it seems lately cane sugar breaks me out. I love my tincture, Vive Vessels, and salve. Yeah, I would stick with that then, to just stay away from the sugar for now. Getting my dog off Prozac. Any suggestions? CBD. We do have a pet tincture.
Take the pet tincture to your pup and let your pup enjoy it.
Sounds like I should get some tincture. We definitely recommend everyone use tincture nightly because it's a great way to fire endocannabinoid system. I have been sleeping with I just read Marine Wife's comment as I have been sleeping with a rock. Nope, I've been sleeping like a rock with Cherry Uno. Yes.
We can't help you with that.
Do you guys have any thoughts on skincare items with CBD? Thank you. I don't have any thoughts on it. Do you?
I mean, the skin is the largest organ in your body, so you got to take care of all your organs. So put some salve on it.
Heck yeah, I use the tropical as moisturizer.
Helps with eczema.
Ooh, and it helps with eczema. Eczema. Really?
I'm hungry. You're talking about eggs.
Eczema.
You need to go get some breakfast.
Helps with eczema. I started with 0.25 with the tincture about a week ago. Can I up the dose now? The tincture has helped my anxiety and sleep. If you feel like you need to up the dose, for sure, but it's kind of the law of diminishing returns. So once you find your sweet spot, it's not like the more the better, because you can only absorb so much, right?
Yeah, and there will be a point, I think, where it may slow you down a little bit. So find the sweet spot, stick in it, and do your best with that. No need to take more than you need, if anything.
Some days I'll go off of it for 2 days.
Yeah.
And then go back on it.
Yeah, and you may find you don't have to be on it every day. You could have day on, day off. The goal is to not have to take a product every day and have to be like using something all the time. But we've got to nourish our bodies with the things that we're not getting in our diet. And so, maybe in the future when there's more hemp-based and cannabis-based foods and things, it will be in our diet naturally. Maybe when the animals and livestock are grazing on it and you're drinking the milk or eating the steak, it'll have it. But for now, our goal is to bring it to you, not so you can take it every day, but take exactly what you need. And so find that sweet spot and stick with it. And save your money, enjoy it.
And this goodness used to be in like feed, right? Like for livestock.
Yeah, I mean, in 1937, I believe this was about to be $1 billion crop. So, it used to be everywhere, then it was nowhere, now it's back again.
Was it petroleum that knocked it out most recently? My mom and I had to do like an in-service for a bunch of dentists one time, or we got to do it about CBD, which is kind of cool. And we did this like whole PowerPoint about the history of it, and it was like very cyclical when it like went out and came back. It was like what industry was trying to come up during the time, and at one point it was petroleum.
Look, we got somebody here locally at a pet rescue place.
Ooh.
They've got some rescue pups that may need some CBD.
Yes! Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah,
Will the body oil help with, oh Hales, that's awesome. Would the body oil help with acne? Maybe. Oily stuff doesn't typically help me, but maybe give it a try. Test it on a spot first. That's what I would do. When is the next family day? Mama Brazier wants to know. That is October, when is it? The harvest party? I think the harvest party is October 2nd. I'm very excited. Savannah says, I've been using Delta 8 to help with my anxiety because CBD didn't seem to help as much as I wanted it to. Does that mean CBD won't ever work for me as well as it does for others? I'd prefer CBD though. Savannah on YouTube wants to know.
One more time? That was really fast.
Oh, you can read it right here.
I can't see.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go, Brooke.
Okay.
I've been using Delta 8
Okay.
to help with my anxiety because CBD didn't seem to help as much as I wanted it to. Does that mean CBD won't ever work for me? I don't know why I feel like I need to read it like that.
I like the way you're reading it.
Okay. Does that mean CBD won't ever work for me as well as it works for others? I'd prefer CBD though, says Savannah on YouTube.
Well, Savannah, first I would say I'm glad that you found something that is working for you. And ultimately, I would like to think that our products would help you, and they should help in some fashion. But if you've got something that works for you, I want you to do what's best for you. Using Delta 8, I would be real critical of my source. If you do a little digging into Delta 8, there is some concern of some other ingredients that are in that stuff. So you want to check out your source. Make sure you're buying from somebody you really trust. Because remember, Delta 8 is synthesized. It's not grown in the plants itself. Something else is, and then it's turned into Delta 8. So if Delta 8's working good for you, that's awesome because cannabinoids have all types of ways to help. But I think you could use CBD and try it as much as you want, but ultimately it's up for you to figure out what fits in your routine. Says you're using it for anxiety. See, some people would say the Delta 8 would cause more anxiety because it acts more like THC. So you may be one of those folks that enjoys a more THC-like experience than a CBD experience, like myself. So I hope that helps, but I'm glad you've got something that's working for now.
Heck yeah. Caitlin says, hey babe, thanks for always giving us high energy and great vibes. Can't wait to try my first Appalachian Standard stuff. Heck yeah, Caitlin, we love you. Sorry if that clap was really loud in that.
Shout out to Charlie's Angels Animal Rescue.
Yes.
I think they're the ones that were in Fletcher, she said.
Yes, in Fletcher.
I love puppies.
I do too. Nicole says, super new to this, but is medical cannabis grown organic or does it depend on where it's grown? Ooh, that's a good question.
So from my understanding, in medical marijuana states like California, Colorado, it does not have to be grown certified organic at all, no. As a matter of fact, a large amount of it is grown with synthetic mineral salts, hydroponically, and yeah, not organic. Doesn't mean it's not safe to consume. However, when you introduce organics, there's other things that can happen too, because organic amendments can have molds and funguses. And so when you're growing for medicine, you really want the cleanest product possible. And there's lots of debates on what clean means. There are scientists in Israel that believe really immunocompromised patients should have their cannabis sterilized prior to consumption. So that's a big topic. Ultimately, looking at the lab reports, buying from a safe and reliable source is really up to the end user to make sure they're doing that. So that's why we provide the test results. If you have questions, you can obviously reach out to us. But yeah.
How do we grow?
Well, in here we mainly use 100% certified organic growing means. That's the way I like to grow. We basically use manures and feather meal and bone meal, alfalfa meal, rock dust, fish emulsion, very basic things like sulfur. So yeah, we're organic based. Our soils are organic, and yeah, we're basically all organic here.
Are all of your products CBD? All full spectrum CBD, baby. I think just like the word CBD, that's like the buzzword.
It's not really a word, is it?
The acronym. I think it really sells it short. Do you think it sells it short, Brooke?
CBD is just one of the compounds in an array of phytocannabinoids that we grow. We grow type 3 cannabis, which is predominantly CBD. But no, there's tons of different compounds in our products. CBD just happens to be in a high concentration because it's predominantly in high concentration in the plants that we grow.
And there's all sorts of terpenes, cannabinoids, flavonoids, all sorts. I wish I could just keep going with that. I wish there were more oids to say. Cannabinoids, flavonoids, honoids.
Avoid the noid.
Avoid the noid. What?
That's a pizza thing.
I don't like that. Okay, this has been awesome. I feel good. Do you feel good?
It's Monday. I'm feeling pretty good for a Monday.
You look unwell. Are you okay? Do you need to
Unwell?
talk?
Change the filter.
Okay, hold on. You don't look unwell. Hold on, guys. If you're on Instagram, you're about to see. Oh, wait, hold on. We're about to. Is this what we need?
What was that? You just closed my face. Oh, do we have green hair?
I have green hair. Let's
Oh, you know what time it is.
Oh, it's green hair time. Give us the flow. You might
Give
have to
me some
take your
green
hat
hair.
off. Take your hat off.
Oh, not gonna happen.
Really? Oh, wait, hold on. Go get. There you go. Yeah. Oh.
It's getting green in here.
Yes. It ain't easy being green.
Can you see me?
No, you're camouflaged. Wow, that green hair. I just can't.
Oh, that smells good.
Your hair looks amazing. I think so. Let's hit one more filter on Brooke before we go. Oh, that's nice. Let's see. Oh, wait, this is my favorite. All right, Brooke, any final words for getting our CBD or our wait, what is it? PhD in CBD?
Don't be a lemon head.
Why are you so far? Can you not come closer? Oh, wait, there we go. All right, guys, this has been a great class. Thank you for tuning in. You just got your PhD in CBD. We'll see you this Thursday for our Lo-Fi High Vibe live stream.
You gotta change this. Come on.
Okay.
Don't do me like. Really? Really?
Oh my God, it's so good. Wow. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I love you. We will see you this upcoming Thursday for our Lo-Fi High Vibe live. This Friday for our Friday Q&A, and then we are taking next Monday off from the Babylon.
What?
Yeah, I'm in Montana. Sorry.
Whoa.